All right, let's go. Here we are. Welcome to the live, everyone. Welcome to the live. Thank you for the two people that have been waiting. Well, sorry about the ads. We're almost perfect. We're gonna have a perfect episode one day. One day we will have one. Let's see how while I was doing. Let's hear the sound. You know, we like to test our sound out. Let's see. Pretty good. I think I can raise it a little more. Make sure you guys can hear me loud and clear. Let's see again. See how the sound is doing. See how the sound is doing. Let's see. The sound is doing. Oh wow. Let's see how the sound. Let's see. The sound is doing. I think it's good. I think sound might be nice and clean tonight, folks. Sound might be nice and clean tonight. Let's see. All right. Just want to make sure. I gotta double check it. Make sure everything's running nice and smooth. But she left me. We're gonna talk about it. All right. Just want to make sure. I gotta double check it. Make sure everything's running nice and smooth. But she left. Oh, I like it. It's smooth. It's smooth tonight. Nice and smooth tonight. That's all I needed. Need to make sure that sound was nice and smooth, ladies and gentlemen, for the show. Welcome back. Another live stream. I'm going to start off this live stream by telling you that we are going to be live every Sunday and Monday night. I think I'm going to do, you know what? Yeah, every Sunday, Monday night, 8:30 p.m. That is the time. Write it down. Take notes. Jot it down. Get a tattoo of it. I don't care. Every Sunday and Monday night, we will be live. Just got off the clock, so now we're going to talk to you. We're going to talk about it. Got a lot of things to do. Was busy the whole day, but I had to come here and talk to you and tell you she left me. But before we get into that, we're going to reiterate once again and let you know every Sunday and Monday night we will be live. We got to talk about everything on this channel, man. From everything from filmmaking to relationships. Smash into oblivion. Jamal Hodge. Shout out to Jamal Hodge. Incredible film director. Nice brother of mine. Somebody I aspire to be like in the film industry. And someone I can definitely see not being my competition, but my fellow teammate. I'm definitely rooting him on. He just commented on the link that I sent out to Facebook. Please share this video, ladies and gentlemen. We are live. Let's talk about heartbreak. Something nobody likes to talk about. We're going to talk about She Left Me. How many people here have had a girl that has left them? Or it could be a girl. It could be a guy too. A lot of us deal with it. This is one of the topics that a lot of people don't like talking about. We put our all into relationships. Sometimes it's not even relationships. It could be that girl you're chasing. You went out to 15 to 20 different dinners with her, and she left me. Now, she didn't leave me. Let's make that very clear. I'm still with my girlfriend. I'm just saying. It's just a title. She left me. You took her out on 10 dates. She left me. You thought he was the right guy for you. He left you. That feeling is one of the worst feelings in the world. A lot of us deal with it. But let's go through the steps to see where people go wrong. Let's go through the steps to see where people go wrong. There's a lot of places that people go wrong and people don't understand why this thing keeps occurring. First step. You should have realized, you should have found out if the person was compatible for you or not. That was the first. I think that's the first step a lot of people don't do. A lot of people go after purely looks, just looks. And I think that's a huge mistake, man. So that can be one of the reasons why he or she left you. Because you weren't interested in finding out about the person's personality or who they were. You ended up just going for the person because of their looks. And that usually leads to a very bad demise. Okay? It usually leads to a very bad demise. So that's number one. Stop going for just looks. Now, if you're a young person, that's what young people usually do. We usually go for looks and stuff like that. Now, you still want somebody that's attractive, of course. I'm not saying you don't get anyone that's attractive. But rule number one is just don't look for looks solely. You got to look for more than that. It has to be more than just looks. Rule number two. So after you do more than just looks, the person has to be attractive. I'll say it again, take the notes. The person has to be attractive. You have to be attracted to the person. They got to be a clean-cut person. They have to look nice. But that shouldn't be your sole purpose of dating the person or going after the person. Trust me, I'm telling you, I've dated many women, that were look better than Cinderella. Gorgeous, gorgeous women. And some of the most beautiful women or most handsome men in the world are the worst ones. And when it comes to a relationship, I'm telling you right now, hit that like button if I'm telling you the truth. Some of the nicest looking people in the world are the worst ones when it comes to a relationship. So that is rule number 1. Do not go for just looks. Don't go for just looks. Then rule number 2. Get to know the person. You got to get to know the person, man. That's rule number 2. And you know, it can happen to anybody. Once again, these rules are not concrete rules to make you live happily ever after. It can still happen to you. But rule number 2. What the heck? Let's see what's going on. Hold on. Let's see what's going on. Hold on. Oh, am I still live? What? That's strange. Forgive me, guys. That was very weird. That never happened before. Anyway, yeah, that was strange. Apologize about that. Let's keep the show going. That never happened before. Very, very strange. Said I was disconnected somewhat, but seems like we're back live. So like I was saying, you take those steps down. So that's gonna be rule number 1. Stop chasing people just for the looks. You got a boyfriend, you got a girlfriend, stop going just for the looks. That's rule number 1. Rule number 2, you gotta get to know the person, man. Get to know the person. Take your time. Now I know it may be tempting. You may feel like you're not worth it. You may feel like you may not get another girl in a long time. So I just want to hurry up and date this girl. You may feel lonely because the last girl left you or the last guy left you. So you just want to jump in a relationship. Take your time. Believe me, when you take your time, it lasts longer. When you take your time, you do it right the first time, it lasts longer. So that's rule number 1. Take your time. Rule number 2, sorry. So, after you do those 2 things, the next thing you want to do is a lot of guys have this problem. I don't know why guys do this. But they do it a lot. I had a friend that liked to splurge on women. And his idea was, if I buy a lot of things, expensive things for her, and just buy things, period. Hold on, I'll share this video. Then she'll like me more. Very bad mentality. I used to tell him to stop doing that. Stop doing that. He used to do it all the time. Bags, shoes, lingerie, you name it, he did it. Anything you wanted, vacations, limos, he did it. And you know where that led him? In a very bad situation with multiple women. The girl ended up leaving him several times too, by the way. Break up, come back, that kind of situation. And it kind of led to a bad situation. So that's another thing you don't want to do. You don't need to keep buying someone's stuff or keep spending your money to impress the person to keep them around. You don't need to do it. Coming into a relationship too, the person should be able to hold their own. If you can't take care of yourself or pay your bills, there should be no reason why you should be trying to get in a relationship. No reason why you should be trying to get into a relationship with someone, because you don't have your stuff in order. So you gotta get your stuff in order first before you start looking to be in a relationship. That's another problem with people. They don't have their shit in order. When you don't have your shit in order, everything goes all over the place. So you can't possibly be with somebody else. You have to focus on you first. Now, after you get to know the person, you stop looking for someone just for the looks. Make sure you get somebody that, when you get to know this person, here's rule number 3. It should be 4 because you got to get yourself in order. That should be number 1. Get yourself in order. Rule number 2, look for somebody not just for looks, personality. When you find someone you get along with, then you get to know them. And then after that, number 4, you have to make sure. Damn, I forgot what it was. Hold on. Rule number 1, got you there. Rule number 2. Rule number 3, get to know the person. Oh, yeah. Rule number 4, make sure you guys are compatible. Let me tell you something. You date somebody, cool, it's fine. Great relationship, everything, you have the honeymoon phase where everything's going well. But let me tell you something. It's completely different when you live with that person. That person changes. 2 stages of a relationship. if you even get to the stage of living with the person. But first stage is this is the first stage. Honeymoon phase. Everybody's friendly in the beginning when you first meet the person. Everyone's friendly. Everyone tries to be on their best behavior to make the best impression. After a few months or a year, that person shows you their real colors. You hear me out there? The person shows you their real colors. And after the person shows you their real colors, the very next step is the real colors. So you see the real colors, the person shows you somewhat, they show you 50, 60%, but you're going to see the rest of that 40 when you move in with the person. When you move in with somebody, it's a completely different story, my friend. I'm telling you that right now. Living with somebody is very, very different. Very, very different. Very different. So that's rule number 4. Make sure you get to know the person very well, because once you move in with that person, it's completely different. Gotta understand that. You have to, you must. There's no way around it. Rule number 5. Stop jumping. Stop jumping to show or introduce the person to your family. A lot of people do that. They do it too soon. That's the problem. You don't need to do that. You don't need to introduce the person to your family immediately. You don't need to do that. Take your time. You gotta take your time. There should be no reason to rush. Some people like to introduce people to their mom within the first month, first week. You don't need to do that. Take your time. Please take your time. Some of these steps that I'm telling you is the sole reason why people get left. Some of these steps that I'm telling you is the main reason why people get left all the time. Take your time. Don't rush. Why rush? Take your time. Now, there are situations, let's get into the second phase. There are situations where people get left solely because the other person just did them dirty, man. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes somebody will just do you dirty. It happens. People are just dirty, man. Your girl will date you for a year and you won't even know she's using you. Just for either your companionship, to hang out with you because you need somebody, sexually, because that bed is empty, or just for the cash, the green. And it can go the same way with the guy too. I don't want to make it seem like it's a one-way thing. It can go same way with the guy, vice versa. A guy can do the same exact thing. You have to be careful out there, man. It's very hard finding the right person. That's why I'm going to give you advice. Date multiple people when you're getting to know people. I'm not saying when you're in a relationship, go and date somebody, and then when you're in a relationship, go and date somebody. I'm sorry, not relationship. When you're getting to know somebody, you're at a serious level, go date other people. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying you should test the waters with multiple people, see who you like the most, man. What do you guys feel about that? I think it's true. I think it's absolutely true. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Let's be 110% honest. You have to do that. That way you find out and you know who you like, who you don't like. Plain and simple, man. She left me. And those are the reasons why. Those are some of the reasons why. I'm not going to say it's all the reasons why, but those are some of the reasons why situations like that can occur. It's very, very, very difficult thing to deal with. It's a very difficult thing to deal with. Very, very difficult. Now, the way to get over that hump, is you're going to have to communicate. There's a lot of problems. So after we pass those steps, of how to find that right person. Those are the steps. And please, here's another thing. Let me add another step into. Stop going to clubs. Stop going to clubs and expecting to meet your wife there. It's not going to work. And if it does, you got lucky. Because 9 out of 10 times people that come to clubs came to have fun, if you know what I mean. They didn't come to look for long-term relationships. And if you did come to look for a long-term relationship in a club, man, you're lucky if you're getting one. Usually the people that go to clubs looking for relationships are not fully mature. How do you expect to get to know someone and do a relationship in a place that's playing loud music and people are drunk? It doesn't make any sense. Now, the online dating thing, that may work. I tried it a long time ago. It never worked for me. A lot of nutcases out there, folks. A lot of crazy people. Crazy women. You got guys that are catfishing and women that are gold digging. That's what the online thing does. That's my opinion. Now, I did have a friend recently. Somebody I was talking to, not really so much a friend. Somebody I was talking to recently, and he actually found his wife online. So don't knock the online game. It works. The online dating thing works, man. It definitely works. You got to sign up. Now there's websites like Plenty of Fish. There's websites like Bumblebee. There's websites like what's the other one called? The Cupid thing, whatever. There's another website that everyone uses. Tinder. That's the name of it. There's a website named Tinder. I'm not too much of an advocate for those. Those seem kind of like one night stand situations. You still could find somebody though. But he found his. And he took a risk of traveling all the way to Asia to meet this person. And he did it several times. Now, that's his business. That's his business. I'm doing that. Would I do that? No. I'm not going to travel to Asia or a certain Asian country to take a 20-hour flight, 16-hour flight just to meet the person. I mean, that's a risk. But, it depends on how much you're looking for love. It depends on how much you want to meet somebody. Me, personally, I'm not interested in doing that. But to each his own. Now, the online dating thing I said works. Now, let's get into a relationship now. So after you find somebody, you finally ask the girl out, which is very difficult nowadays. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable to get into a relationship. Very difficult nowadays, but it's still possible. Try the online thing. You can't try something for 3 months, stop it, 2 months, stop it, 3 months, stop it, 2 months, stop it, and then say it doesn't work. It's called inconsistency. You have to be consistent with anything in life. That's your goals, your schooling, anything. You have to be consistent. It's not an overnight thing. You have to be consistent. It works. You just got to keep going. There's some stuff I'm trying out right now. What do you call it? That I'm trying out right now with business, on a business aspect. Some of the stuff is not working. Am I going to quit? No, I'm going to keep going. That's the same thing you do with a girl or a guy. You keep going. But you also have to know when to put your goddamn eggs in and say, you know what? This is enough. I'm not going to chase this person anymore. You have to know when to say, it's enough, I quit. A lot of us don't know when to do that. A lot of us don't know when to do that. So that's another rule. That's another key. It's this whole business. And it could be a headache. A very stressful thing, man. This dating thing and finding the right person. Very, very difficult thing. Not easy. You don't know if the girl's using you, if the guy's using you, if the person really likes you. And oh, man, I remember the games, man. The games with the texting back. The person doesn't text back, doesn't call you. Man, it's a headache, man. Nobody want to deal with this, man. Thank God I'm finished with that. Let's keep going. Now let's talk about being in a relationship, which can be sometimes just as bad as finding somebody if you're in the wrong one. A lot of us get in the wrong one. A lot of people are married just to say they're married or just to make their family happy. Your ass has to find a way out. How do you do it? If you're not happy, the answer is just leave. I don't care if you got 20 kids. You're never stuck. Find a way to make it work or get out of there. Point blank period. Get out of there. You should not be in a relationship where you feel like you're stuck and you can't breathe. Or you feel trapped. Just get out. Get out. Point blank period, folks. Give it some time, though. Some things you gotta give it time. You gotta see how they pan out, how it works. See if you like the person. Give it some time. But if it don't work, get your ass right out of there. There's no reason to stay. Absolutely no reason to do it. You have to move on, you gotta move on. There should be no reason to stay, man. Some people stay just because of the kids, just because you've been with a person for a long time. Doesn't matter. You gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta do what you gotta do. She left me. Or he left me. Either one, depending on who you are. But those of you that are in happy relationships, congrats to you. Keep it going. There's always gonna be up and downs. There's always gonna be hard times. The rule or the goal is to keep it going and try to make it work. One thing I found out about relationships, girls and guys, whatever, the number one thing I found out was communication. That thing is very important, my friend. If you can't communicate right, it will fail. You gotta understand, you're two different human beings. You're two different human beings. You weren't born from the same mom and dad, and if you were, then shame on you. That's nasty. But you're two different human beings. Come from two different places. What do you expect? To get it along perfectly? Some people do. Some people get along. I met a girl a long time where the personality was crazy, man. The personality was insane. It was amazing. Got along, never fought. But that's not everyone. That's not everyone. You're gonna fight. So like I said, the best thing to do is communicate. That is the best thing to do. You can't beat it. You gotta communicate. And it should be fine. It should be totally fine. And sometimes, I'm going to add it, you'll also need some space. Even when you're in a relationship. I don't care how many years. You also need some space at times, man. It's very true. You're going to need some space. Hold on, folks. We got to share this video, man. We got to share this video. Hold on. Listen to me. We got to share this video. Let me tell these people I'm live right now. All right, we're back in here. I don't know who, Squidward Tentacles. I want to beat SpongeBob. I don't know what the guy's talking about. We're going to leave it at that. I don't have time for this. All right. But anyway. Like I was saying, oh God. I'm sorry, guys. Just a little distraction. I'm looking up. I see, yeah, long story. I see Donald Trump with some black folks. I don't know what he's doing. Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm supposed to be going there next month. We'll see what happens, but I don't know what's going on right now. It looks like the president, Keep America Great Rally, Charlotte, North Carolina. All right, the president is live also right now. It looks like Fox News is live. The president is doing a rally right now. I have no idea what's going on with that. But back to the topic. That's what you got to do if you want to keep that person in your life. You want to have that special person in your life? You want to find that special person, or you want to keep your relationship going? Everybody wants someone. Now, there are some people that like to be alone. Now, I don't know if there's anybody in this world that just solely likes to be alone and have nobody. Everybody needs somebody. Or at least desires someone. You're going to want it. You're going to need it at some point in your life. And the key to that is start by fixing yourself. You can't have a bad credit score and $0 and start looking for a relationship. You hear me? Do you hear me? You can't have $0 and have a bad credit score and start looking for a relationship. You can't have major problems in your life and start looking to be with someone. Fix yourself first. And that was my problem. I didn't fix myself first. And then I fixed myself. And now everything's fine. But it's not going to be perfect all the time. It's always going to be problems. The key is how to solve those problems. You got to communicate. And it's the same thing with any relationship. Not just relationship between man and woman. It happens with, partnerships and things like that. Business relationships. Communication is key. It's the key to success. Whether you believe it or not, folks, I'm telling you, it works. I'm here to tell you it works. Now, if she left you, move on. There's too many people in this world. Too many fishes in the sea. And I ain't talking about salmon. Sharks. Big ones. There's too many fishes in the sea. If she left you or he left you, move on. Get over it. You're not going to die. If you choose to take your own life, that's very sad. It's stupid. You shouldn't do that. But just move on. There's too many people in this world. Hit the internet. They got tons of dating websites. Hit that club and move your feet to the beat. Dance. Enjoy. Life's too short. Who cares if she left you? Some people, a girl leaves them or a guy leaves her. They're depressed. They stay in their room. They don't want to come outside. They're crying. Guess what? Being sad and crying never got anything solved. You have to work. Get through it. Get over it. Suck it up and move on. Some people feel like there's no one out there for them. There's someone out there. You're just not looking hard enough. You're not doing the right thing. You have to get out there. No one's going to come to your door with their resume about their life and say, hey, how you doing? I'm 28 years old. I'm single. I don't smoke, don't drink. I'd like to bring you home to meet my mom. I have a good job. I own a few houses. No one's doing that. No one's doing that. No girl's doing that. I wish. Man, wouldn't that be cool? You had a dating app. You had people come to your door, knock on the door, and present themselves to you. It doesn't happen, though. Same thing with it, looking for a job. No job's coming to knock on your door. You got to go look for it. Same thing with a woman and man. They're not coming to your door, knocking on your door to present themselves. You got to go look for it. And the last step, I just want to tell you guys this before I get out of here. The last step, one of the most important ones. Take notes. Here it goes. The last step. Stop settling. A lot of people settle because they feel they might not get any girl better than this or guy better than this. I don't think I'm going to get better. Or I might just date this girl that I've been talking to for a while. Or I might start talking to her because there's nobody else around. That's a loser mentality. Stop it. A lot of you have those problems right now. Just quit it. You don't need to do it. It's not necessary. And it's sad if you do. I'm telling you, don't do it. Don't do it. You should never want to settle. Hold on. Let me see something. Let me tell these people I'm live. Never settle, folks. Keep the ball rolling and make sure whoever you decide to be with is the person you really want to be with. That's my opinion on it. Now, I want you to take those notes down again. I'm going to reiterate it for the end of the episode. I want you guys to know I will be live every Sunday and Monday night. Every Sunday and Monday night, we will be doing some sort of live stream to have you folks tune in to what I'm saying and what's going on. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Thank you very much for listening. Share this video. Hit that like button. Get people involved. Somebody needs to hear this. The people out there that need help. They just don't want to admit it. Sick to the stomach because their relationship is going down the hole, or they can't find anyone. They're very lonely in the house. Share this video. Hit that like button every Sunday and Monday. And make sure you go check out my new vlog that just came out today. Came out a few hours ago. I think it came out around 6 o'clock. Go check out my new vlog that just came out in Los Angeles. I got a lot of things to share with you folks. A lot. Got a lot of things coming up. Next month. I'm sorry, not next month. This is March now. Wow, what a surprise. This is March now. Got a lot of stuff coming up this month in March. I just need you guys to stay tuned and keep watching. Huge surprises coming this month. And I'm very excited about it and looking forward to it. Let's have a ball while we're out here, folks, while we're still alive. Life's too short. Don't get stuck with somebody you don't want to be with. And don't stay if you don't want to stay. Get out. It ain't worth it. I don't care if you got 20 kids with a person. Get out and find a way. Staying together will make it even worse. You gotta get out. Remember my rules that I told you? If you don't remember the rules, you didn't hear the rules, go back to this video and replay this video and listen to the rules again. Hit that like button too, by the way. Hit that like button and share this video because somebody out there needs to hear it. And like we do every night, every live stream. Remember I told you again, I'm going to say it again. I'm going to put it in that chat group so you guys can see it. I'll be live every Sunday and every Monday, goddammit. There we go. Sunday and Monday I'll be live. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. Share it. And I hope you enjoy. And like we do every episode, we like to play the music out to make you enjoy and make sure it hits the soul where it belongs. Folks, have a wonderful evening. And I'll see you again next Sunday. Take care. Yow on demand. Peace.